In America, most people think that Jews come from Eastern Europe. Well, my family doesn't fit that mold. My mother's parents were born in Egypt and Sudan. Like many Sephardi Jews, our family left Spain because of the Spanish Inquisition to find refuge in North Africa and then Europe. On March 31st, 1492, while explorer Christopher Columbus was navigating, the Jews of Spain were packing all their belongings, fleeing their homeland, hoping to save their lives. Spanish Jewry had a storied history. Under Islamic rule in the Middle Ages, Jews flourished in the Golden Age of Spain, attaining high positions in society as government officials, doctors, artists, and writers. But when Christian rulers conquered Spain in the 14th century, Jewish life changed forever. The expulsion of Spanish Jewry in 1492 followed more than 200 years of persecution by Christian authorities. Many Jews were forced to convert to Christianity under threat of violence or even death. But as time went on, even converting was not enough to keep Jews safe. Some of these converts continued to secretly practice their beloved Judaism, quietly keeping Jewish laws and practices and outwardly pretending to be Christian. To root out such false Christians, authorities began what is now called the Spanish Inquisition, to investigate and charge many converts with the crime of heresy. Thousands of converts were punished by violence and even burned at the stake. King Ferdinand and Queen Isabella issued the Alhambra Decree to evict all Jews from Spain, to end their bad influence on those who had converted. Fleeing to other countries, Spanish Jews carried their memory of life in Spain with them. Despite their suffering at the hands of the church and the government, Spanish Jews, Sephardim, were proud of their rich Spanish Jewish heritage and culture. They built new lives in the Ottoman Empire, the Netherlands, and eventually, after a few generations, other places in Europe and the Americas. But they never stopped mourning their exile from the land they had loved so much. The Alhambra Decree was officially overturned in 1968 at the Second Vatican Council. To mark the quincentenary of the Alhambra Decree in 1992, the World Sephardi Federation organized a series of international events, and I was privileged to accompany my grandfather, who was at the time its chairman, to Spain to meet with Spanish officials. It was particularly moving to hear the stories of older individuals who, with tears in their eyes, spoke about their family history and the strong emotional attachment they felt for Spain. In 2015, the Spanish Parliament finally approved a measure aiming at restoring citizenship to descendants of Sephardi Jews who had been expelled. Today, Sephardi Jews mostly live in Israel, although there are Sephardic communities in the United States and in Europe too, especially in France. We continue to take enormous pride in our rich Spanish Jewish culture that has survived against all odds for centuries.